going through the 10 Commandments. We have the Seventh Commandment for this lesson. The Seventh Commandment, Luther's Small Catechism. You shall not steal. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not take our neighbor's money or possessions or get them in any dishonest way, but help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. Okay, stealing is taking what's not yours. That's kind of a simple thing. The way that this gets complicated right off the bat is, what about things like, is it stealing to photograph a painting and hang it on your wall? Intellectual property theft, pirating, things like that. Now, if you understand stealing as you should not take what's not yours, this extends to things like violation of copyright. We do actually have laws in countries. So I would say this is a violation of the Fourth Commandment, if nothing else, if you're pirating games and movies and stuff like that. It is complicated because the laws are complicated, and I understand the argument of, well, I'm not actually removing something from another person. They're not actually losing something. But in some, even if they're not selling things, you could say, well, I'm not, I'm just taking away their business. I'm taking, I wasn't going to buy this movie anyway. I'm just, getting a free copy of it, but they're not actually losing out on anything. Still though, even if you want to say that that's kind of gray area is not where you want to operate as a Christian. Safest possible interpretation of this commandment is, don't take what's not yours. If it's not yours, don't take it. Even if you take, think about it like this. Your neighbor's got, you got to mow your lawn. Neighbor left his garage unlocked. Yeah, we're in Arizona. We don't have lawns. You pop over to his garage. You take his lawnmower. You use it. You gas it back up and you put it back. Did you steal? Well, if stealing is just, okay, I took something away and they're at a loss and you're just measuring it by somebody being at a loss, then no, you didn't steal. In fact, he's better off because his lawnmower has more gasoline. But if do not steal means don't take what not yours, then yes, you did steal. And I think that's probably the better way to read the commandment. So what does this mean? We should fear and love God to not take our neighbor's money or possessions. That means even if you give it back, you shouldn't be taking stuff that's not yours, or get them in any dishonest way. So in addition to physically removing things from people, this includes tricking people. Hey man, I got this great deal. I bought a bunch of diamonds and let me sell you these and they're great investments or whatever. Or I got this new Bitcoin, this new digital currency or whatever. You should really invest in it. And then as soon as they invest, you rug pull, and all of a sudden you've got all their money. Ha 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 ha. It's completely legal, and I scammed you out of your money. If you're scamming people out of your money, you are violating the Seventh Commandment. You're violating other commandments too, but you're specifically violating the Seventh Commandment. Or get them in any dishonest way. Okay, so don't do that. Don't take what not yours. Don't try to trick people out of stuff. Don't be dishonest with people to get stuff from them. But what should you do? But help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. So the positive aspect of this is, look, if I want to follow the Seventh Commandment and somebody's going to make a bad investment choice, I should tell him, hey, don't do that because of this reason, and this reason. Hey, you're looking to buy this car and really it's a scam. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to step in and say, look, I can see already, the struts on the car are broken. The wear on the tires is all messed up, whatever. I can see it's leaking oil and stuff like that. The used car salesman is lying to you to try to get your money out of this thing. So in addition to not taking things, not tricking people to get their things, this also means actively trying to help in as much as you would love somebody to step in if you're going to make a bad financial decision, for somebody to step in and say you don't want to do that for these reasons. Do that to other people. Love other people by sharing things that would help them protect their possessions, protect their income. If somebody's got a question about hey, I want to take this job somewhere else, and you're like, okay, look, well, actually, let's look at your options. Let's walk through it. Here, you would make more money. Here, you'd be closer to your family. Here, this is you just being a loving neighbor and you helping people with regards to their possessions and their income. So actively don't take what not yours, but then also, don't do that, but then also actively try to help your neighbor. In as much as the Fifth Commandment, you're trying to help your neighbor physically. In this commandment, you're trying to help your neighbor financially, and with regards to his possessions, you're trying to take care of him. You're trying to say, hey, look, here's how you do an oil change, or I noticed your tire is flat, or I noticed, anything you can do. This is actually following the Seventh Commandment when you're loving your neighbor to help him to take care of the things that are his. So with that, that's the Seventh Commandment. You shall not steal. What does this mean? We should fear and love God so that we do not take our neighbor's money or possessions or get them in any dishonest way, but help him to improve and protect his possessions and income. I hope that helps you. God bless you and take care.